Hello everyone, my name is Helga and you're on my anime channel. In the previous video, I was answering questions of the anime tab for you to get to know me better as an anime fan. And today I would like to continue sharing my tastes in anime with you by telling about my most favorite anime titles of all time. We're going to start with the one that I like the least out of them and climb up to my number one. So let's go! Number 10 on my list is a quite unusual anime called Takonami. It's about a 20-year-old girl sharing a house with three other 20-something female roommates in Tokyo who like to drink alcohol and eat delicious meals in their free time. It's a fun comedy about little moments in the lives of young women and Japanese drinking culture. Of course, I wouldn't recommend it to you if you're underage, but if you're a grown adult wishing to learn more about Japanese alcoholic drinks in a humorous way from the perspective of hilarious characters, I think you'll really enjoy it. My number 9 is Saint Young Man the movie. It's about the adventures of Jesus and Buddha on Earth, particularly in Japan, where they came for their vacation. It may sound a little controversial, but in reality, it's a very nice and lighthearted anime. As I mentioned in my previous video, its atmosphere also reminds me of One Punch Man. Same as Saitama, the main characters of this anime always strive towards buying some discounted groceries and of course hiding their identities from ordinary people. That of course causes a lot of funny situations. My eighth pick is Erased. Yes, I know that the ending kinda sucked, but I personally enjoyed the overall process of watching the show. For starters, I'm really into time travel stories, and I like the way this concept was presented in Erased. The execution maybe wasn't the best in parts, but I still found some exciting twists in there. Talking about the plot, I wouldn't like to give too much away here, so I'll just say that it's a time travel story about a guy trying to prevent a series of murders. Some people say that the mystery aspect of the show wasn't very strong, but I personally was constantly kept on the edge of my seat. By the way, if you think that the anime's ending wasn't that great, you should definitely watch the live action film. Its ending was absolutely dreadful and it made me appreciate the anime series more. I know that there is also a live action series, but I haven't checked it out yet. So if you have seen it, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 7 is Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. I'm sure you all know what the Ghost in the Shell franchise is generally about. It's science fiction about the not so distant future where people know how to transplant every part of their bodies. In Standalone Complex, we follow the main character of the franchise, Motoko Kusanagi, and her work partners investigating a series of crimes. The stories in it are sometimes quite confusing, but I enjoyed unfolding them along with the characters. The series also contains a lot of philosophical reflections on what it means to be human, which I found very profound. I'm personally not a huge fan of the original series, but Standalone Complex, as you can see, made it to my top 10 favorite titles of all time. My sixth pick is Full Metal Panic Fumofu. It's a comedic spin-off from the Full Metal Panic series where the same characters appear in a variety of hilarious situations. I would say that you need to have watched the original series, at least its first season, to truly appreciate it. The original series is a military action anime with some mecha elements. It's about an army sergeant who is sent undercover to high school to protect a girl with special powers. It also has some comedic elements in it, but Fumofu is just fully comedy that constantly makes you laugh. So now we're starting my top 5 picks. First off, I have The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. It tells the story of an ordinary high school boy who is constantly bored by his life. At the beginning of the series, he meets his exact opposite, a girl named Haruhi Suzumiya, who pushes him into joining a club that investigates paranormal activity. The show holds a special place in my heart because it presents very deep ideas about what it means to be an impactful person in the world and how to truly live your life to the fullest. It also has a set of intriguing characters and an extremely pleasant style of art. By the way, there is also a pre-episode, the 0th episode, that you should definitely start with before delving into the show. It'll be a bit confusing, but trust me, you'll appreciate it later. For number 4, I've chosen Natsume's Book of Friends. I didn't feel that attached to this anime when I started watching it, but it ended up being one of the longest series that I've ever seen. It's about a high school boy who can see yokai but isn't that happy about this fact. It's very charming and heartwarming. It touches upon such themes as family and friendship, and I think it affected me more than I had expected, especially its fourth and fifth seasons. Number 3 on my list is Nana. It's a story about two 20-year-old girls who meet on their way to Tokyo. One is following her dream to become a professional singer, the other is chasing her boyfriend and dreams of becoming a good wife for him. And at the first glance, they don't have anything in common. But when you look at it at a deeper level, you realize that there is something profound in their personalities that unites them and makes them become best friends. It's an anime full of great music and passion for achieving your goals, as well as a melancholic and at times depressing atmosphere. It completely sucks you in, but leaves a little ray of hope that there might be a better ending for the characters. And I really enjoyed its live action adaptation because, in my opinion, it captured its atmosphere really accurately. And the cast, especially in the first movie, unfortunately, they changed some actors for the second one, is just fantastic. My number 2 is Steins Gate. It's a sci fi time travel story with great characters that you grow to care about. The main one is Okabe Rintaro, aka Okarin, an extra smart college student with Chunibyo syndrome, who imagines himself to be a mad scientist stalked by secret organizations. He gets pulled into a real life plight by accidentally getting involved in a sequence of ghastly events, trying to save his loved ones by changing the past. For me, the most important part of each anime is its atmosphere, and in this title, it's just awesome. The scene in which Okarin is looking around Akihabara and sees the way it has changed, when there is a ramen place instead of the maid cafe and stuff, always gives me goosebumps. However, Steins Gate Zero didn't at all live up to my expectations in comparison to the first series. And my most favorite anime of all time, if you have seen any of my videos, you probably already know that it's Honey and Clover. It's a slice of life romantic story about the lives of college art students. The main character, Takemoto, doesn't have any particular goal in life and just follows the flow until he meets Hagumi, a village girl who came to study painting at his university. This anime is about love for art, love in general in all its forms, and looking for a path in life. My favorite character from Honey and Clover, and I think my most favorite character ever, is Morita-san. He looks like a happy-go-lucky guy on the surface, but has more profound qualities to him that we can unravel in the course of the series. I'm actually now rewatching its live action adaptation, but it doesn't give me the same feeling as the anime. And I believe the actor that plays Morita was miscast. I like him a lot in general. He also played Nobu in the live action adaptation of Nana, and I think that role was much more suitable for him. Also, I don't like how Hago is so motionless in the live series. In my opinion, they didn't capture her personality properly. Due to all of this, if you're interested in this story, I insist you watch the anime first. If you like coming of age, slice of life, and romance stories, you will never regret it. It's also from the author of March Comes In Like a Lion, so they have a lot of similar vibes, and most of their opening songs are performed by the same singer. So that was it for my top 10 favorite anime titles of all time. Share yours in the comments below. Also share your opinions about my picks. Let's see if we have similar tastes. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more anime related content, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!